Hello, welcome to VNN. And then we have with us today Uttam Makaju, Vice President of Newa Guthi, Nepalese organization in Toronto of the Newa community. Welcome to VNN, Uttam.
Thank you, Mr. Menon. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Just wondering, what does Newa Guthi actually mean? I mean, what does it mean actually?
Okay, Newa Guthi is we have an organization. It was started in 2005 in Canada, in Greater Toronto area. And Newa is a group of Nepalese people, ethnic group, living in Kathmandu Valley since long time, which has doing a lot of cultural activities and which is rich in the Indian skills. So Newa means a ethnic group of Nepal.
Okay. But is it, I mean, are they people only from, say, from the Kathmandu Valley, or are they spread across Nepal?
Originally, it was especially from Kathmandu Valley, but later on, over the time, they migrated to other places of Nepal. But special location is Kathmandu Valley.
And you have been, I mean, your organization has been functioning since which year, you said?
It's 2005.
2005, okay, that's about 16, 17 years old.
I was 17 years old, yeah, you're right.
So, I mean, I read that there are three different Guthis in Nepal. I mean, one is the Raj Guthi of the Pashupati temple, and there's a Seto and Rato Matsyendranath, something like that, isn't it? And the funeral Guthi. Guthi means what? It's an organization or a committee? Is that it?
Guthi stands for, it's a Newa organization, like organization, but it's a kind of organization, but it is a kind of organization, but it's with sustainability.
Okay.
So if you look back about the history of Guthi, more than 5,000 years back, Newa people have started the Guthi to sustain the community, to help the people and everything. So it's main mantra for sustainability.
It started, I think, during the the Buddhist dynasties during those times.
It's like she said around 5,000 years before.
Years ago, yeah. I mean that now there are several Guthis in Nepal.
Yeah, now we have a lot of kind of Guthis, but main Guthi, the Guthi is a base of the community at that time to maintain all these things like a culture, like a festivals, like helping each other. So, for example, now we have a Guthi, different kinds of Guthi. For example, if somebody dies, then it's Sana Guthi, Shiguthi, Sana Guthi. And when dies, then the member of the Guthi will help them to cremate the body and to do all these things. And there are other religious Guthis, a lot of Guthis there.
Okay. So the Newa Guthi looks after the Newa community people, is it?
Newa Guthi looks after, is intends to promote Newa culture. Newa culture is a culture which is a unique one in Nepal. So we have been trying to promote our culture and preserve our culture, and also practice our culture in Canada. So we have been doing a lot of activities to promote and to transfer the skills of our culture to the young people too.
Okay, that's really good, interesting. I mean, what is the strength of your community in Canada?
Especially if I have to speak about the Canadian Newa Guthi, we have a group of people and we support each other, and we have a strong feeling of how we can preserve our culture, how we can transfer our culture and tradition to the young people. And the strength, I can say that we are still, for example, it started from 2005, and it's continuously we have been organizing different kind of activities. As you know that we do every month, especially every month because of the COVID, we are doing in Zoom method. So we have been doing a lot of activities too, and we in this activity people get support. We get support from people so that we can move forward.
So are there other Nepali communities here in the GTA area?
Yeah, there are a lot of other Nepalese communities. We are only a small fraction of the community. There are a lot of other community too, organizations too, and ethnic groups too.
What could be the general strength of the Nepalese community here? About what?
Uh,
20,000?
Actually, the government official census is not that much, not like maybe 15,000 or 2016 census, but informally, but the embassy sometimes says that this should be around in Canada 40,000 Nepalese people, more than 40,000.
Okay, okay, right. What is the language spoken? Is it Nepali Bhasha? Is there any other languages?
We in Nepali is a national language, but Nepal Bhasha is a people Newa people speak. Their mother language Nepal Bhasha,
That's the language, eh?
Nepal Bhasha.
Okay.
Or we can say Newa language too.
And what is it? There are the other languages also?
Yeah, there are a lot of languages. If you go to the history of Nepal, you can see around 100 plus languages there, but some are dying.
Maithili and Pali, and those are old languages, isn't it?
Yeah, Nepali is a national language. Our Nepali language. Most of the people speak Nepali language, but Newa people speak Newa language and Nepali language. Other ethnic groups speak. They have their own languages, so different languages there according to the ethnic groups.
Okay, I see. Okay, and they have their own cultural and religious festivals also.
Other people they have also religious and cultural festivals like we had too. The other ethnic group have their own festivals too.
Right, right. So, what does the Canadian Newa Guthi mainly do? What is their the objectives and the basis of the organization?
Actually, we have been doing a lot of things. If I have to tell about it, at the beginning, it was just intended to the cultural fabric of Nepal in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
But over the time, now we have been involving in a lot of activities. First of all, we try to promote our culture. For example, we do some festivals in publicly. For example, Samay Baji is India Jatra is the one which is mostly participated by the people. Like in 2019, there were more than 500 people participated in a festival. And other event we do is Mahapuja. Mahapuja is also another event, and Yamaripuni another event. Except that we try to go in the mainstream of Canada. So we have been doing some works with the Toronto University too. So I do. One of my friend and me do teach Nepali Newa language to Canadian people who is doing PhD in our culture. In the same way, we do like newcomers people and health and a lot of things we do.
Do you have an office where you meet or something? Are you
Unfortunately, we don't have it. We are all volunteer. We don't have any resources. So we are trying our best to make our own land. And last meeting, there was a conversation about the need of having our own space. So we don't have now, but we try, we'll get later on.
How are your relations with, do you have contacts with, or are you in touch with, say, Indian community organizations? Because many of the festivals are common, isn't it, in India and Nepal?
Yes.
So you are in contact with those Indian groups?
Actually, we don't have, but sometimes we have, for example, last time there was the Asian groups and we have participated in the activities. And last in September, October, in Ottawa, there was some festival. The festival I have represented in that program in Zoom method. Like there was a conversation about our things and all these things. So I forgot the name of the organizations in Ottawa. Great Festival India.
Oh yeah,
right. That one and other. But in Greater Toronto area, we don't have only formal conversation, and we do participate in activities, but not thoroughly with the Indian community. Yeah. But Indian community help us. For example, last in 2015, there was a big earthquake. At the time, Indian community helped us.
Yes. Many of the festivals are common, isn't it? Like in Nepal and India.
Yeah, like Dasara, you have Dasara, we say Vijayadashami, and you have a Diwali, and Diwali we call Tihar. So a lot of, because of Hinduism, we have a lot of things are similar. Hinduism, we have our own unique pattern, but main theme is same.
What about Buddhism? That is still very widespread, isn't it? It's widely practiced in Nepal. Huh?
Yeah, Buddhism also practiced, but it's mainly Nepal is predominantly Hindu country, but Buddhism is also very growing fastly in Nepal.
There are Tibetan influence also, isn't it?
Yeah, there are Tibetan people in Nepal too, because they came from Tibet and now they're living. And some of the Tibetan people came to Canada. We have a lot of big population of Tibetan people in Canada.
Yes, yes.
They either came from Dharamsala or in Kathmandu Valley.
Okay. Oh, Kathmandu Valley also there are many Tibetans, huh?
Still there because the government has given some facility and UNO has given some facilities for as a refugee. So there are some cluster of Tibetan people.
Uh-huh. What about that thing in India's Darjeeling? Also, there's a lot of Nepali population.
Yes, you're right. You're well informed. Darjeeling, Assam, Dehradun.
The
There are a
Gorkhas.
lot of Nepalese people in
That's the
Kalimpong.
Gorkhas, huh?
Gorkha people, but it's in Nepali spoken people. In Bhutan too, we have a lot of Nepalese people and Bhutanese community. They are being chased by the Bhutan. Now they are in Canada, maybe about 5,000-6,000 Bhutanese people are here.
I mean, the Indian Army has a lot of there's a Gorkha regiment which is very, very well decorated for their valor and bravery.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They have a valiant history about. They have
yes.
good history, bravery. Even in UK too, they have made a lot of contribution in their things.
I know in the Falklands War, I remember that how the Gorkhas performed very well there.
Yeah, they are very brilliant. They are very valiant. They are very brave. That's why they are very popular.
I think the Indian Border Force is also called the Indo-Tibetan Border Force. Also comprises a lot of Gorkhas, Gorkha soldiers. Yeah.
I'm not sure about it.
The Gorkha regiment is there.
But it's still there in India and in UK too.
And I think there's the Nepalese army chief is also India's army chief. I think there's a link like that where both the army chiefs are accredited to the other armies.
I just saw that. I know that only a regiment in India, a Gorkha regiment. I don't know much about these things.
Okay. And so, are there any special places of worship that you have here for Nepalese?
Yeah,
in the temple, special temple.
In Gorkha, in Greater Toronto area, we have a small place for Nepalese. It's called Nepalese Canadian Heritage Center. It's in Brampton, and small one, only one. And in Toronto, other group are going to make one small one. And in that Brampton temple, it's called Pasutnath Nepali Temple. It's in Brampton. Brampton is near between Brampton and Torbram Road.
Okay.
Torbram Road. Small. It's not a temple, but it's a business complex. We bought that one, and one of every day they have an opening, and we have festival over there, and people do gather over there, and they perform rituals for their people also too.
Okay. That's the Pashupati Nath temple, eh?
President Nepal temple, yeah.
That is Lord Shiva.
Shiva, you know.
So tell me something about this. You observed the Tara Devi Memorial Day last week. What was that? What happened there?
Tara Devi was a famous singer, female singer of Nepal, and she started singing from at the age of 5, and she sang around 4,000 songs, which was recorded. Yeah. She passed away in 2006, and she sang for movies and theater and also different genre of songs, and she was very famous and popular in Nepal. So in her fond memory, it's the first time we organized like a memorial eve on her fond memory.
Musical tribute, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, so what you mentioned that, I mean, she was ignored by the large sections of the media so many years.
No, only but because she sings mostly Nepali language, but she had sung some Newa songs too.
Okay.
But Newa song was not been mentioned at that time's media. But her main language is Nepali, though she was born and raised in Newa community.
Okay.
But she knows Newa language, but she had sung a lot of Newa song, Nepal Bhasha song, but at the time the media didn't mention about it, but only Nepali language, because Nepali is the main language.
So Newa language, is there a lot of difference between Nepali and the Newa language?
We have around 11 scripts. Our Nepali script is like India, Devanagari, but in UNO, Nepal has submitted the Newa script. It's called Ranjana Lipi Ranjana script. It was submitted in United Nations.
Okay.
That's why it has some differences, but lots of people, Newa people or Nepali people understand Newa language, and Newa people understand Nepali language, but a lot of similarity. But we have a special scripts, around 11 or 12 scripts in Newa language.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting, very rich in culture.
What are your musical traditions? Very rich in music also, eh?
Newa Guthi do sometimes promote the musical, but I am involved in some other musical group, like it's called Himalayan Vibes. I'm the founder president of Himalayan Vibes. So we perform, especially we perform Nepalese folk music in here and America too sometimes. So in Canadian Newa Guthi also have conducted the drumming training couple of years before. So we do.
Are the instruments the same? Like is there sitar and tabla and things like that?
No, we have a different one. We have tabla, very popular. Sitar, most people can't afford. It's very little bit expensive. But we have our own ethnic folk musical drums, folk musical instrument, like a drum. Madal, we call Madal is very popular, and Madal is also used by R.D. Burman, Barbanda in India too. So a lot of songs they use the Madal rhythms.
Okay, I mean, are you teaching the children and your new Newa children these things, this music and culture?
Last time we trained not only children, mostly adult people too. We conducted 3 sessions of playing the madal, the drum, very popular drum called madal, and we completed 3 sessions of 3 months. But now because of COVID, we didn't do. We are planning to have other musical instrument, the dhime called dhime. We are trying to do the training soon after the COVID.
Okay, and then your idea is mainly to promote and preserve Newa culture amongst the younger generation, isn't it?
Yeah, we trying our best, but what is the problem that sometimes it's very hard to get to the young people. We're trying our best, and because they have their own concerns, but we have to create their interest. We have to link with their interest, otherwise they will not take part. That's why we're trying our best to know their interest, how we can involve them. That's a kind of struggle for us too, but still we are trying. It takes time.
It's a very interesting culture. Yeah, it's very interesting. Anything else you would like to tell our viewers? I mean, about the Newa community, because I think everybody generalizes it as okay, Nepal is just one single unit, which is not.
No. Actually, Newa is a Nepali people. Yeah. First Nepal, then Newa. Yeah. But Newa has different identity in compared to other communities too. Every community has their own identity. We have to respect everybody. We are in Canada, so we respect everybody. Right. But only we try to promote our own identity so that people will know what's the uniqueness of Newa culture in Canadian mainstream. That's why we are trying to do a lot of things with the University of Toronto, University of Brock University too, and Rice University. We try to do our activities with them. Last time, 6 years back, we had a study with Brock University, and we studied some socio-economic and health standard of Nepalese who came to Canada. A very small group, but it was published in the Ethnic Journal of Canada.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's interesting. And I think you said some professors in Toronto University, professor who is doing her PhD.
We are teaching Newa language to one of the PhD student who has been doing PhD in our culture. So we teach them, and he can speak Newa language perfectly. Last time we did a wedding of him with Newa culture.
Okay.
You have published our news. Thank you for that. Yeah.
So is there a Newa organization for North America, or is just confined to Canada? Or
only for Canada. We can say in Canada, other provinces like Alberta, we have other Newa community organizations too. Right. Edmonton, Calgary, but in GTA, we are doing our best to unite all Newa people and promoting our culture.
And in the United States, I think there must be a big.
United States have a lot. We have a lot of Nepalese people there, and a lot of organizations there. Even Washington, you can find a couple of them. New York, a couple of them we can find there, but they are doing best too. And in 2016, there was a World Conference of Newa people. I had participated in that conference too in Washington, in Maryland.
So who are these the Madeshis? I mean, I heard of that. They are on the border, India Nepal is border areas where they live.
Yeah, Madhesi people. Yeah, it's
The
Madhya
border,
Desh, the middle part, but it's called Madhya.
they're
Tarai, we can say Tarai too.
in the border areas. Huh?
Border with India and Nepal.
Yeah, I mean that's very interesting conversation anyway. So I think thanks a lot, Uttam, and I think we enjoyed the talk anyway. I think our viewers will enjoy it too. I think
Okay.
keep sending us information, and then we'll see what we can do to publicize you and your Newa culture. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, and
Thank you.
thank you, viewers, for watching. And we have had Uttam Makaju, the Vice President of the Canadian Newa Guthi, and it was an interesting talk. Thank you. Bye.